Hi warriors, welcome back to my channel. Have you smiled today? It's Sammy. Today I would like to talk about one of my favorite topics, mindfulness and mental health. Now, I've already done a video on meditation, and the link will be provided for you to click on at the end of this video. But I wanted to get a little deeper on what being mindful really is all about and how it helps you deal with your stress, anxiety, or depression. So, the first thing you have to consider is that you're overwhelmed right now. There's thoughts and negative thoughts and triggers coming from all around you, and or you're depressed. You can't get rid of the sadness. You're in a negative zone so deep that you feel like nothing is worth it. You have no energy. You have no motivation, right? Now, this is where mindfulness comes in. First of all, it starts with a breath. I cannot possibly overstate the importance of one breath. I always tell my classes in Good Life Fitness there where I teach body flow. It's a yoga, tai chi, and Pilates based program. And I always tell them, take it one breath at a time. The power of one breath. One breath can help you curb your triggers. One breath can help you be mindful. One breath can help you actually stop your reactions from all these triggers that are affecting you negatively. But so if you use one breath and bring yourself to the present, what happens then? You are in your body, in your breath, and that's all you're focusing on, just like meditation. Now, everything you have to work on, everything you have to deal with is one thought at a time. This is something that they don't focus on enough. What I mean by this is, let's say you have a negative thought. Oh my God, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I can't handle it. I will never make it. I feel like a failure. I don't know what to do with this. Oh my God, none of this is worthwhile. And so all of this is going on. What is it? That was less than 10 seconds. And all that went through your head. Imagine if it goes on for a minute, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 hours. Imagine the damage that can happen. So, what do we need to do? We need to press pause. Your breath, the power of one breath will allow you to do that. So, if you are able, take a deep breath, bring yourself to the present, feel where you are right now. Are you a failure right now? No. Why do you feel this way? When you're mindful, you're able to question your reality. Whatever that came through, that's not the reality. That's the worst case scenario. Your mind is creating this alternate reality because it is not well. It is not feeling well, right? So when our body is sick, our body doesn't function, right? So when our mind is sick, it doesn't function properly either. The stories that it feeds you when you're anxious, it's not true. Most of them are not true. In fact, your mind is probably full of catastrophe, and yet in reality, very few of them materialize. So you must understand that you have to take that one moment of mindful breath for you to press pause. Understand it is exactly what it is, just a thought. It is not your reality. It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't encapsulate your whole life. It's just a thought. That's all it is. And that's what mindfulness lets you do. You may not get there right away. It might take you time. Switching off all these thoughts, that's not easy. In fact, very few people are probably able to do that. It takes practice, just like anything else. But once you get there, you will marvel at how much control you have over your own mind, over your own thought process. You can block, you can categorize, you can put it aside, you can postpone it, you can literally, it works like a computer. Your mind is a computer, your brain is a computer, and you know that. But does it function as a computer when you are sick? Probably not. Mindfulness enables you to do that. It takes away all these extra baggage, all these garbage that comes into our brain, stays there, manifests there, and literally messes with us. It starts decluttering. Once it's decluttered, your brain, your health can function as it's supposed to. So, when you're anxious, breathe. Try to find a moment of mindfulness. You're just mindful about where you are, your breath, your surroundings. Why are you anxious? Why is your fight or flight so active right now? Question it. Is there an earthquake? Is your life in danger? Is something happening right now for you to react so violently in your brain? Question it. Mindfulness allows you to do that, right? So take the extra moment to question the alternate reality your brain is creating. Then pause, judge, put it aside, and bring yourself back here. Right now, where you are is not such a bad place now, is it? You're watching YouTube. You're watching this random brown guy talk about, what he went through, and you're trying to relate. You're not in danger right now, so why are you anxious? Question it, challenge it. Literally challenge your brain and it will change. It will bend to your will. That's the beauty of actually owning your energy, mastering your triggers and reactions. You will do it and you will marvel back at this video, this conversation, or even this day and think about how it potentially changed your life. All right, moving on. There's an amazing book called An Untethered Soul. Someday I'm going to do a book review on this book because it changed my life. There's lots of books that changed my life, and I would love to do reviews on those too, as well. But this particular book taught me about mindfulness at a depth that I've never explored before. Let's talk about just one of the concepts. I call it detachment. When you're anxious or when you're depressed and it's really, really overwhelming for you at this moment, one of the things you have to do is pull yourself out. If this is your brain, you are here, and there's all this going on, messing with you. It's too much. You want to shut it out. You want to shut it down. Take a deep breath. Pull yourself out of there. Watch what's going on in your brain. Watch the thought process. Watch how jumbled it is. Watch how unrealistic it is. Imagine you being able to watch somebody else's messed up life. As mean as it sounds, but essentially, when it happens to somebody else, sometimes it's, it could be funny. So it doesn't affect you as much, but when it happens to you, suddenly it's not so funny now, is it? But all jokes aside, in all seriousness, when you pull yourself out and watch it like an observer, watch it pass, watch the thoughts go. Negative thought, I'm not good enough. Okay, all right. What's exactly making me feel this way right now? I haven't done anything to feel so unworthy today. Let that one go. Next thought, you will fail again. Well, everybody fails. Humans make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We fail, and that's how we get stronger. Everybody, from Michael Jordan to Kobe Bryant to your favorite hero or role model, they have failed a million times. So why is your brain telling you that your failure is such a big deal? It's doomsday. You see, creating an alternate reality, it's not the truth. But it's telling you like it is, that you are a failure. No, you're not. Even as I said, no matter who you love or admire, they are where they are. They achieved what they did because they failed. So, they failed, not just failed, over and over again. So, Own that. If you did fail in something that day, own that. I'll do it better tomorrow. Turn that into a positive. Then let the thought go. This is what mindfulness was for me. I literally tracked and monitored. It takes a lot of peace and quiet, yes. You have to pull yourself out and you have to find time and space to do this, especially when you're struggling. You need that space. You need that quiet. You can't be surrounded by people or be in a public spot necessarily, especially if you're doing this for the first time. But once you start, you can track, monitor, categorize, invalidate your own thoughts and put them in their place. What does it do for you? It lets you be the observer instead of the sufferer. These are not true. So why are you suffering this reality? Right? Mindfulness lets you take yourself out, completely detached from this whole mess that's going on. Watch the mess, analyze, let it pass, and then embrace where you are right now with gratitude, with presence of mind, living in the present and grateful for everything that we have. Yeah, you will get there. Absolutely, you will. But it's this breathing, it's this moment of pure connection with yourself and who you are, where you are. It's this detachment from your problems, from everything that's going on. And it's this reconnection, knowing that, you know what? All of that wasn't me. All of that wasn't even true. This is me. This is who I am. This is what I can do. No, I'm not a failure, no matter what my mind tells me. This is me right here, fighting on, working hard, improving myself. Suddenly you feel proud, don't you? So just remember, mindfulness doesn't come overnight. Give yourself time to do it. But once you start practicing it, just like meditation, and it's part of it as well, once you do it every day, you can literally do it at will. You can do it at the supermarket when you're driving. Yeah, it's like that. The same things that stressed you out so much are not going to stress you out anymore. Just like that, you'll be able to pull yourself out, take a breath, understand what just happened. That triggered you. Choose that one moment. Choose how are you going to react to it. Find different options. Make the best choice. Get back in there. Embrace yourself for making such a good decision and take empowerment from that. So I hope this video was helpful for you just to understand, because honestly, I didn't know what mindfulness was or how to practice it. And I hope I've explained it in a way that makes sense to you. But if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments and I'll be happy to connect with you. Other than that, I will be doing more videos on affirmations and meditation and mindfulness in the future. So please click the subscribe button so you can get notified on what's coming up next. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you soon. Love, peace, respect.